WUSA 9 News at 6 starts right now with a huge national story happening right here in our backyard. Thank you for being here. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall. So tonight we're working to find out how a Prince George's County husband and father ended up in prison in El Salvador.
So this is connected to the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, and here is what we have uncovered in our reporting today. Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia is a Salvadoran national with protected legal status here in the U.S. On March 12th, law enforcement arrested him for allegedly being a member of the MS-13 gang. That is something he denies. Yesterday, ICE said Abrego Garcia's deportation was a mistake caused by an administrative error.
Yeah, so clearly there are a lot of questions about how something like this could happen. Our Matt Gregory's first stop in getting answers was with an immigration attorney.
At this point, his family has filed a federal lawsuit along with restraining orders against the Trump administration. But tonight, Kilmar Abrego Garcia remains in an El Salvadoran prison. And according to an immigration attorney we spoke with this afternoon, El Salvador is under no obligation to fix the U.S.'s mistake. This saga began back in early March. Now, court documents say ICE agents pulled over Kilmar Abrego Garcia in Prince George's County. Now, the reason they had for detaining him is that officials say someone accused Abrego Garcia of gang involvement with MS-13 back in 2019. However, there are no crimes or arrests associated with that claim. In fact, a judge at the time offered what's called a stay on the deportation, basically saying Abrego Garcia would have his day in court before anyone could deport him. But in this case, despite no crimes, without a court date, and married to a U.S. citizen, ICE agents deported him in late March. You can see images of him here in an El Salvadoran prison for terrorists. Now, his family has filed suit against the U.S. government to bring him back, but the Department of Homeland Security has also admitted this removal was an administrative error. However, an immigration attorney we spoke with said, despite the mistake, the U.S. government can't just bring him back now.
However, there is a jurisdictional issue there because he is a Salvadoran national, and the Salvadoran government has, by taking him into that detention center, will likely argue that they believe he's a gang member and say we are not returning him anywhere. He's technically ours and ours to keep.
Today, Maryland's Senators Chris Van Hollen and Angela Alsobrooks sent out this statement saying, quote, "This incident underscores the administration's complete disregard for due process rights as they pursue their indiscriminate mass deportation plan. The Trump administration must take immediate action to right this wrong." Now, on the government side, they say those claims of gang involvement from 2019 were upheld by a board of immigration, a claim that the family of Abrego Garcia strongly denies. This case will go back to court on Friday in Greenbelt. In Virginia, Matt Gregory, WUSA 9.